All right, hi all my beanie weenies, and welcome to another week of episodes of The Sims 4 Love Island, hosted by the one and only Hot Dogs. That's me. And this week is going to be pretty intense, and I'm sure you guys know if you've been following along. But we have Casa Amor coming this week, so we're going to see the last little tidbits of our house guests now. As you can see, Cole is naked, and we have Alana still cock blocking. Her man Garrison per usual. Now, as you know, we did get 3 new couples, and that is going to be Cole and Alana, which was a pretty big surprise, I guess. Garrison and Aurora. And then we have Joffrey and Vivian. And then we had 2 girls, Parker and Isabella, go home. But today, we're shaking things up completely, okay? Because we have Casa Amor, which means the boys are going to go ahead. They're going to go to Casa Amor here in a bit, and 4 brand new girls are going to be introduced to them, and then 4 brand new boys are going to come to this Love Island villa and be introduced to the girls. So we're going to mix up these couples completely. Who knows who's going to survive after this? It's going to be pretty exciting, and I'm pumped. This is my favorite part of any Love Island series. Alright, so everyone's kind of going about their lives, kind of doing whatever. It seems as though Cole has gotten into bed and started self-woohooing. He seems pretty horny recently, and I think that when he goes to Casa Amor, he's definitely going to hook up with someone. He's probably going to come back in a brand new couple. He might hook up with multiple people. I don't know, but I can definitely see him getting with someone new in Casa Amor. When it comes to Joffrey and Vivian, they keep getting closer and closer and closer, and I kind of think that that Joffrey wouldn't do that to her. I think that Joffrey might stay single, but who knows? He might really surprise me and be the only one to come back in a new relationship. And then, of course, we have Garrison and Aurora. Garrison is pretty moody. He's pretty sad again today, and Aurora seems to be comforting him. But I think that he could find a new girl in Casa Amor to comfort him as well. I mean, his relationship with Aurora isn't really the best because of his relationship with Alana. But Alana's with Cole, so who knows? I don't really know what's going to happen with them. I think he's the big question mark for me. We'll see what happens with Garrison in Casa Amor, because I have no idea what to expect with them. When it comes to the girls, I'm not really too sure. I think Aurora probably will get with someone new. She hasn't really made any full connections with anyone here. And when it comes to Alana, I mean, look at her. She's already still just skinny dipping, walking around the house naked. All the guys have been attracted to her so far, and she's been attracted to all the guys. So she's definitely going to hit with all 4 of the new boys that come and enter pretty soon. For sure. And I don't know. I kind of think that once Casa Amor is over, Garrison and Alana will officially be done. And I think this scene right here just further proves my point. Like, after I ignore Damien's call, Aurora's still sitting here naked, trying to comfort Garrison. He's just not really having it. It's just not doing it for him. And I think it's pretty funny that Cole and Alana are the couple for right now. And they're both the naked ones, just walking around the house naked. They're both like the horniest ones there. So I guess their coupling isn't really that big of a surprise now that I really sit here and look at it and think about it. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to put clothes on Cole. And we're going to send the 3 boys off to Casa Amor finally, and let's get this drama started. All right, so now that we sent the boys off, we're actually going to stay at the villa first and see just how these girls react when we introduce 4 new boys into their house and into the mix. And we're going to do a coupling ceremony as soon as they come in. So it's just going to be like the first few days. Whenever a new person comes in, they're going to be based off of attraction. So a boy's going to step up, the girls are going to step up if they like the boy, and then the boy will pick what girl he wants to get with. That's what we're going to do for this. So we're already going to bring in virtual me to start the party. And we're going to meet our first Islander, which I'm pretty excited. I'm really excited to see what you guys think of all these boys. Let me know in the comments below who your favorite is and who you think will stay a couple and who do you think was better off before Casa Amor. Alright, so now that I'm here, let's go ahead, let's gather these girls, let's line them up on their little colored circles, and we're going to introduce our first boy. Now, I actually accidentally said his name a few times. I think I've actually said it, I've said it so many times. Instead of calling Damien, I always call Damien Marcus for some reason. I don't know why I've been doing that, you might have noticed it. But this is who Marcus is, okay? Marcus is a new boy that enters now for the Love Island Casa Amor twist. I keep saying Marcus instead of Damien. I don't know why I've been doing that recently. I think I probably did it in this video. Or in the last one. Who knows? I do it all the time. But this is who Marcus actually is. Alright, so I'm so glad that we're finally meeting Marcus because I can finally start using his name for real. I don't know if I just had a crush on his name or what, but here is Marcus. He lives in Granite Falls and he camps long term. So he left his hometown. He lives by himself. He's a little bit of a hermit and he just really enjoys nature and not just the mountains, all kinds of nature. So all of his traits is that he's glutton. He loves food. He's not vegan, surprisingly. He loves meat and he eats a ton. He is a child of the ocean, so not only does he love the forest and the mountains and stuff like that where he's camping right now, but he also loves camping on the beach and swimming and hanging out in Sulani as well. He's outgoing, he's alluring as all the islanders are, and he's looking for a soulmate. So he's looking for someone that he can bring out with him camping, who's adventurous, who likes the outdoors as well, and is not upset about like living in a van out in the wilderness with him. He just wants that long-term companion to go on all these adventures with, and I think he's really cool. He's not personally my type, so I don't know why I'm so obsessed with his name, but this is Marcus. Let me know what you think of him below. Alright, so here we have Marcus. We're going to see who he's attracted to, and he's attracted to Alana. And then, of course, Alana's attracted to every single guy ever, so Alana's attractive, seeing that she's the only one attracted to Marcus, so she steps forward, and that is easily enough our first couple. So our first new couple is Marcus and Alana. So with one couple already made, who knows, maybe the next one will steal Alana away, but we're going to introduce our next boy, and that is going to be Rick Ryder. All right, so Rick Ryder is currently going to an art school in San Myshuno. He loves art, he's really artistic, and he's into actually making music. So he's a producer, he sings, he plays a lot of different instruments, he paints, he writes poetry, he kind of does everything in that field. And he's been at art school for a while studying a whole bunch of different crafts. All of his traits is that he's a bro, he is a bookworm, he's jealous, and alluring. So he does spend most of his time studying art, studying music, reading about past composers and stuff like that. And when he's not, he's hanging out with the bros and kind of just like chilling, partying out in college. Now, surprisingly, he actually wants a soulmate. I think, he's almost done with art school. He's about to finish up and he really wants to find a girl or a guy that he can get along with and have outside of school and really start settling down and making a family. As of right now, I can't picture most of the girls getting with him. However, he is one of those Sims I think would just make a great boyfriend. So we'll see. Maybe he'll surprise me. Maybe he has a lot of swag that I don't know about. But that is Rick Ryder. Now, I don't know if I forgot to film it or if I didn't film it correctly, but I did miss the footage where Rick picks who he wants to be with. I kind of think that Vivian was the only one he was attracted to, and Vivian was the only one attracted to him. But either way, our second couple is going to be Rick and Vivian. What do you think about this couple? Do you think it'll stay? Are you surprised it didn't still Alana? Who knows? Maybe the next boy will. So let's go ahead and introduce him. And our next boy is Clay. All right, so here we have Clay Goodman, our third surprise Islander. So Clay Goodman, I think, is probably our hottest Islander so far. He is so buff and swole. He reminds me of a way hotter version of Garrison. So we'll see just how Alana reacts when he walks in. I feel like there will be a connection there, but we have to wait and see. So when it comes to Clay, he is actually from Strangerville, the same place that Renee is from. Maybe they know each other. Who knows? They won't know. We won't find out because it's The Sims and also Renee is already gone. But his traits is that he's active, which you can obviously tell. He's hot-headed, he's creative, and he's alluring. So the hot-headed thing might come into play. I feel like all the guys have been fighting already, so I don't think he's going to get along with the guys at all. And the creative is actually a pretty bit of a surprise for him. Who knows what he's really into? I haven't really decided on what career I want him to go into, and I don't think he really even knows. He focuses mainly on himself and working out and staying fit. And he is a serial romantic, so he's not going in there just to find one love. He wants to find as many as he can, and he wants to have a lot of fun in there. He has no plan on settling down. I don't think any girl really wants to go home to Strangerville with him, but I think he's going to have a lot of luck with the ladies. He's super hot. What do you think of Clay Goodman down below? Let me know, and let's see who he picks. And again, for some reason, I am missing some footage in this section. But if we look at the recoupling and we look to see who he likes, he's actually into pretty much all of the girls. He's really into Alana and Vivian. And then when we looked at the girls, all the girls were into him, which is no surprise. Again, he's super hot, so it's not shocking whatsoever. And of course, what's also not shocking is that Clay decides to pick Alana to couple up with. So now Marcus is single. And he is going to be our single house guest. Potentially he can recouple with one of the other single girls, but we'll see what happens when our new boy and our final new boy comes in, and this is Braylon. Alright, so our fourth and final new guy is Braylon Grimm, and he is from Del Sol Valley, just like Cole and Alana. He is a romantic, hot-headed, jealous, alluring guy. Alright, he spends most of his day outside. He exercises a lot. He loves playing basketball, and he dreams of one day becoming a basketball superstar, but he's not that good, and he needs a lot of practice. So we'll see if that works out. And he's actually looking for a soulmate, so maybe he could find a woman that is good at basketball, and I can actually help him and do well and accomplish his dreams, but who knows. So yeah, he's a soulmate. He's looking for someone to settle down with, start a family with, and he's a really chill, down-to-earth guy. He's not like Cole, who fluctuates, and same with like Garrison. He's not someone who is going to be sitting around crying a lot, but he is hot-headed. So him and Clay, who's also hot-headed, the other new guy, might clash this week. We'll have to wait and see, but let's see who he decides to pick.
Samubi! Yibakoi! Woo!
It's hard to tell. I wish I made better footage of this again, and I'm sorry about that. But it does look like all the girls end up stepping forward for Braylon, but Braylon only really had attraction for Vivian. So he stole Vivian away, and now we have our 3 couples and our 1 single boy. So our couples now are going to be Clay and Alana, Braylon and Vivian, Aurora and Rick, and then our single is poor boy Marcus. Alright, and with that we have our brand new couples and our brand new boys. Now again, these couples aren't for sure, they're just for the weekend, they're just while Casa Amor is going on. So who knows, maybe they end up staying with this couple or they go back to who they were with before. We'll have to wait and see, and we'll have to see what the boys decide. So let's go over to Casa Amor, let's see what the boys are up to, and let's meet these 4 new girls. Okay, we're only halfway through this episode, we still have 4 completely new Sims we have to meet. It's gonna be jam-packed. Sorry it's so long, but it's almost like a whole brand new premiere, pretty much. But I'm really excited. Let's see how these girls are. Let's see what your opinions. Let me know below what you thought of the brand new couples in the Villa household. There's so much going on. Alright, so here we have all the boys that are in Casa Amor, and I love Casa Amor. It's super pretty. I decorated it. The layout's a little bit different than the real Casa Amor layout, but still pretty close. And weirdly, when they enter, both Garrison and Joffrey get like burnt to a crisp out of nowhere. I don't know if they got struck by lightning. Neither of them have moodlets. I checked both of them. I tried to see what was up. I tried resetting them. I couldn't figure it out. So yeah, they're just burnt for no reason. It's very strange. But if you do like the Casa Amor house, which you're going to be seeing a lot more of this week, of course, you can download that and the Love Island Villa on the gallery at Singleton RW. But enough promoting myself. Let's get hot dogs in here and let's bring in the 4 new girls.
Oh, oh.
All right, so while everyone's pretty much here, while Hot Dogs is coming in, we are going to have to go ahead and just get these boys a shower, because apparently that's the only way I can get this grime that randomly appeared on them off. So we're going to give them a shower really quick, and then we can start our recoupling ceremony. All right, so this one's gonna work only slightly differently than the last one. Of course, the boys are still gonna pick a girl to be with, as there are fewer boys in this house. So the boys will pick this time. And we're gonna have Garrison go first, who seems like he's in a much happier mood now that he's able to pick whatever girl he wants again. Who knew that Casa Amor was the house for him all along? We'll see how happy he lasts here, who knows. But it looks like all the girls are attracted to him, and he's attracted to all the girls, which is no surprise. I mean, this house is full of beautiful people. So it was kind of his decision to pick first on who he wanted to pick. So I just kind of went with who I thought he would pick based off of his types that are in my head. So I went ahead and had him pick Allison. So Allison and Garrison are going to become our first couple here at Casa Amor. So let's go ahead and let's learn a little bit more about Allison. All right, so here we have Miss Allison MacDonald from Windenburg. She's lived in Windenburg her whole life. All of her family lives here, and she just finished moving out and finishing with college, so she just lives on her own in the little townhouse neighborhood that I can't remember the name of right now. But yeah, she's just very likes her doing her own thing recently, and she's kind of a lonely person. She doesn't really have too many friends. Her characteristics are active, ADHD, romantic, and alluring. So she's kind of bounces around everywhere. She doesn't really have a definite plan. And you would think that would mean that she was actually a serial romantic who treated her love life the same way, from bouncing from men to men, not really connecting with one of them. But that's actually what she wants. She wants to just find one soulmate to connect with. Maybe because previously she was always bouncing from guy to guy, who really knows, but she is very much looking forward to buckling down with one person, and hopefully that one person is in Casa Amor with her. So we'll have to wait and see. And I love that when I was filming the intro, actually, Alana randomly just ran by her. I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, that is Allison MacDonald, our first Casa Amor female, and she is going to be with our first couple, Garrison. Now we have to see who the other boys decide to pick. All right, so the next one of our boys up to bat to pick which girl they want to recouple up with is Cole. So I'm not too sure who he would get along with, so I kind of looked and see who he was attracted to. He was attracted to most of them, especially Dawn and Parker. However, Dawn, who is the girl in the pink bikini, has been crying and complaining and whining and moaning this whole time she's entered the house. I'm pretty sure she's on her period and I haven't deactivated it yet, but she is just not having a good time. So it's pretty hard to believe that any of these guys are going to pick her. I'm pretty sure at the end of this she's going to be the single one just by the way she's acting. So it doesn't surprise me at all that Parker goes ahead and picks our girl Gwen, who is beautiful. I think they're a beautiful couple. She's stunning. So let's learn more about our island girl Gwen. All right, so Gwen Freeman is a nice, beautiful island girl from Sulani. So she spends a lot of her time relaxing on the beach. She grew up here her whole life. Her family is from here as well. And she is a very active sim. So she loves like running on the beach. She loves jet skiing. She loves playing around the ocean. And she loves having fun on the beach as much as possible. That being said, she is also a bro. So she loves sports. She loves hanging out with the dudes. And she loves, she's equally fine with getting down and dirty with them playing a sport. She is also self-assured and alluring. So she's very confident. She's not self-assured, self-absorbed. So she's really into herself. She focuses mainly on herself. That being said, she's also a serial romantic. So she's not really ready to focus on one person long term. She's focused on herself and living her island fantasy. So she's down to find any cute boy to have an island getaway with her, but that's all she's really looking for, which kind of coincides with Cole. We'll see if they're able to change each other's minds or if this fizzles out. Who knows? But that is going to be Gwen Freeman.
Schwalbe-Yevik! Luxane Schwalbe-Yevik! Huh? Volru! Brefsig! Spindle Olofane! Abanor Absum! Dashibi! Ibikoi, huh? Wakaru Ibikoi! Shabur! Sabino!
Alright, so now it's time for our last OG boy to pick his new girl to recouple up with here in Casa Amor, and that is of course going to be our boy Joffrey. So when I looked to see who he was attracted to, he was actually attracted to all the girls, which wasn't really a big surprise. But what was really funny was when I tried to see who was attracted to him, it was actually both girls who are already in a couple. So both Gwen and Allison stepped forward to couple up with Joffrey. So I saw who I thought he would fit best with, and that was Allison. So he went ahead and stole Allison from Garrison, and now Garrison is single and has to re-choose. So instead of making him steal a couple again, the only two girls he has left are Dawn and Ava. So Dawn's been crying this whole entire time. So again, I'm not very surprised that he goes ahead and picks Ava. So our three new couples are now Joffrey and Allison, Cole and Gwen, and Garrison and Ava. So let's go ahead and let's learn a little bit more about Ava. Alright, so we have Miss Ava Todd, who is a student at Foxbury. She actually goes for technology, so I'm surprised her and Joffrey didn't click right away. Who knows, maybe they will get along later on in life. life later on in the series once they find out that they both get to the same school. Maybe they know each other, who knows. But that being said, she is a perfectionist, okay? So she does spend a lot of her time perfecting her little trinkets that she makes from scratch. She's a big creative and she loves putting little robots together. She is non-committal, she's jealous and alluring. So all the other traits aren't that good. She's kind of a bit of a mess. I mean, she's a perfectionist, but she's jealous. So if you do anything that she doesn't want you to do, she's going to get jealous. She's going to get jealous of all the boys in the house if they're not. If she's into them, they can't be into anyone else. I see that she's going to start fights, but at the same time, she's non-committal. How are you going to be jealous and non-committal at the same time? That being said, she is a serial romantic. So it's going to be a mess. I feel like Ava is going to bring the drama for sure. I see why Garrison would pick her, and I see why she would get along with Garrison. I see why Joffrey would get along with her. I don't know. I feel like the four of them, Joffrey, Allison, Ava, and Garrison, are going to be a mix match mess. So I'm excited to see where that story goes and see like where these couples actually take place, or if they're just going to be ditched at Casa Amor when the boys go back. Who knows? But that being said, we have all three of our couples now in one single. That one single being sad, lonely old Dawn. And since Dawn didn't get picked by anyone, let's just go ahead and let's learn a little bit more about this sad girl. Alright, so our fourth and final new Islander in this episode, and of course the fourth girl we are introducing, is going to be Dawn Kane, who is just your typical sad little rich girl from Oasis Springs. So she spends a lot of her time shopping, of course. Her parents are from money, so she's never known anything but being rich. She spends a lot of her time at the art gallery, picking out pieces of art to add to her new house, kind of willy-nilly spending spree. I'm sure her and Alana will get along very well. Her favorite color is pink, and she is a good girl. That is one of her traits, that she is good. She's not here to start fights, surprisingly. She is here to get along with people, and that's probably why she's so upset that no guy was picking her. Who knows? But she is straight edge, neat, and alluring. So she's not, because she is good, she's not going to be drinking, she's not going to be doing any drugs, she's not going to be doing anything naughty. She's going to be keeping the house clean, and she's looking for a soulmate. So she's trying to find someone to bring back to her to Oasis Springs to make her parents happy, that she can have the dream wedding that she's always wanted to, and that she can easily afford. She's very clumsy, and she's wanting to find someone that can really hold her hand, guide her through life, and help her through it, because of her rich parents, she hasn't really learned how to live life, how to do things herself, and she kind of needs someone there to do it for her. So maybe Dawn will find that. I don't know if it's necessarily the place to go, Love Island, to find that, but who knows? It worked for Damien and Renee. I almost called him Marcus again. Jesus Christ, I'm so glad he's out of here. But there we have it, and she is off to Love Island to go be single in this video. But we have our three brand new couples in the boys' house. We have Cole and Gwen. We have Garrison and Ava, and then we also have Joffrey and Allison, with of course Dawn being our single girl. And then in the villa, we have new couples as well. We have Clay and Alana. We have Aurora and Rick. Braylon with Vivian, and then our single boy Marcus is over there. So we've introduced so many new people. This episode's been packed. It's been long. Hopefully you made it through all the way. Hopefully you know what's going on. Sorry if my storytelling wasn't the best in this episode. I feel like I didn't get the proper shots. I felt like it was a bit jambled, and I do apologize for that. This was just a huge episode, a lot to film, a lot to do. But now we have Casa Amor, so I can't wait. This whole week is going to be Casa Amor. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're all going to be going back and forth between the villa and Casa Amor, finding out if any love is sparking, or if we're just going to go back to old OG couples. Who knows? We'll find that out on Friday when we have a new recoupling and the boys and everyone return to the villa. So it's going to be a huge episode as well. Thank you guys. I hope you guys liked this episode. It was crazy. Let me know what you think of all the new people. It's so much. You're going to have to leave me like a paragraph in the comments of what you think. But honestly, I love that. I love you guys talking to me. Talk to me as much as you want. I'm a very lonely wiener who just wants to get along with my little beanie weenies. I love you guys. I'll see you guys on Wednesday for another jam-packed episode. Hopefully this one will be a little bit shorter. This one was exhausting, but yeah, you can download all my creations at the gallery, and stay tuned, stay subscribed, comment down below. I love you guys. Bye.